Yo, what is up, you guys? It's your boy Sparky time, back at it again with part 2 of how to play Mahjong, Hong Kong Cantonese style. Let's get right into it. So this is actually the setup and play of the actual game. So this is how you're going to want to do it. You're going to want to set up your tiles in this type of formation. You're going to want to make a square and cant it to the side. So these are called the wall, right? So how you're going to want to make the wall is you're going to want to make something like this. Or at least this is how I find it easiest to make it. And then I grab these by each, I pinch this. Let me try to find a good position to hold it. Uh-oh, getting a little bit of trouble. This is tough. Alright, pinch right here. Move it on top like so. So hopefully you guys saw that. So I'm going to go ahead and do it for the other one. Okay, now once you get that, you're going to want to connect it together. Okay, so pretty simple. To do that, you just pinch the tiles on each side and then move it together like that. Then finally, you're going to want to add 2 more on the side, and that's how I find the easiest way to make the Great Wall. So now I'm just going to go ahead and pinch it on both sides and move it in to finish off the square. Okay, so I've done it. It's really not too hard, not that bad, not too... pretty simple. So now I'm going to get into the actual playing of the game. First of all, everyone's going to want to roll the dice. So let's go ahead and roll it. Okay, I roll a 10. And because there's literally no one else playing with me, I am the highest player, the highest roller, and therefore I will be the dealer. Now, the dealer always starts off as East, by the way. So as the dealer, I'm going to run a roll again. Let's just say for simplicity's sake, I rolled a 6. So 1, 2... Now I'm going to want to count on the wall from 6 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I counted right here. Let's stack that right here. That is going to be the end of the wall. So let's go ahead and start dealing out these decks. I find the easiest way to do it is to grab in stacks of 4 and do it to each person. And you're just going to want to do this until every single person has 12. Okay. At this point, every single person has 12 tiles. So as the dealer, you're going to want to draw 2, and then everyone else will draw 1. So 1, 1, 1. This is because you're always going to have 13 tiles until you win, which is when you draw and don't discard 1, which is when you call Mahjong. So let's go ahead and check out our actual things, tiles. Okay, Pearl Dragon, 7 tile, 2 flower, Jade Dragon, 6 of characters, 3 bamboo, another 3 bamboo, East Wind, 7 of dots, circles, North Wind, 2 of bamboo, 3 of flowers, West Wind, and 5 of characters. Now you might notice these flowers that I didn't talk about as a suit in my last video. So basically what these flowers are is they're just extra points. So as I'm East, this is how it works. I rolled East, so I am number 1. Now South, number 2. West, number 3. North, number 4. So if you draw a flower corresponding to your wind or your number, then you will get an extra point automatically. So I'm number 1, I'm East. I did not draw the number 1 flower. So this would have belonged to South, and this belongs to West. So I can just put these down to the side. They don't mean anything. I didn't really win anything. And I'm going to head and go draw 2 more things to replace it from the end of the wall. And I'll go ahead and stack it there to remind myself that this is the end of the wall. Let's go ahead and check out my new things. I got a 9 of bamboo and a 4 of characters. So... in addition, as East, I always start off with wind of the round. So wind of the round basically means that, as you already know, if you are the wind, whatever wind you are, if you have a pung of your wind, then you will automatically get an extra point, as if they were a dragon. However, the wind of the round means that anyone will get a point if they have that pung of wind. So as east of those is the wind of the round, if anyone gets a pung of east wind, they will automatically get 1 point, even if it isn't their wind. However, because I am east, then I will get 2 points because I'm east wind and it's the wind of the round, so I'll get 2 points for that pung. And a Kong will automatically make it 3 points. So, how you actually start playing it is you're going to want to, well, let's see what I have. Whoops. I think I'm going to go for pungs, so I'm going to try to keep these together. And because these are my honors cards, I'm going to want to have to keep these safe. I have a 5 and a 6, so I actually have a chow. I'll hide this. You don't have to, or I'll get into that in a little bit. And I have a 2, so I could do another chow, and I have this dots. Okay, so, I have a lot of honors cards, and I have some bamboo and some characters, but I don't have a lot of circles or dots. So I'm going to go ahead and discard it. So, now, whoever's playing over here as what's it called? Whoops, wrong way. Whoever's playing over here is south wind. It's now their turn. So, if they have a pung, which I do not think they do, let's see. Let's go ahead and flip over their cards so everyone can see. No pung. Or tiles, my b-boys. Alright. No bueno. Alright, I've seen enough. They don't have a pong. But, let's say, hypothetically, I had... let me find it. Damn, this is hard to show off. Okay, so now as it is their turn, as it is South's turn, they can either pick up from the discard pile or draw a new tile from the wall. So how it works is you can only pick up a card from the discard pile is if the only reason you can do it is if it will help you complete a chow, which would be like this right here. This is an example of a chow. Or, as you know, a pung, which would be, let me try to find a pung. Oh my goodness, there are no pungs out here. How odd. Oh, here's one pung. This would be a pung. So you can only draw a card from the discard pile as if you would make you, let's say they have this, then they could draw and get a chow right there. But the thing is, because they draw it from the discard pile, they would have to place this down. Now, let's say I just automatically started out with this pung. I could hide this. I could just keep it in my hand. I don't have to play it because I didn't draw it from the discard pile, and I could hide it from the other players. In addition, if this tile was on the wall and I drew it, I could also hide it from the other players. That's just a way of adding a little bit of trickery in the Mahjong. Now, let's say that North over here, they had these 5 of characters, and I just discarded this 5 of characters. So now it's South's turn. However, because North can complete the pung, they can just go ahead and make it. They can go ahead and complete the pung, skipping South and West's turn. Now it's my turns again. This is completely okay. They can also do it if they're making a Kong. They can also make a Kong from it. However, you cannot do this if, let's say, I discarded this 8 of dots and South had these 2 things. Or let's say, what's it called? North had these two things. In order to make a chow, they could not take this and skip turns. You cannot skip turns with chows, only when making a kong, or a pong. And of course, after you take one, you are going to have to discard another one from, let's say, I don't really need this Pearl of Dragons. So you just have to discard. So after you take, you discard. Even if you make a pong, let's say I made a pong with these 3 tiles, I would still have to discard one because I had drawn one. So that's the basics of how to play Mahjong. Let's go over the scoring system one more time, and I'll explain how to play with money. Or at least how I play with money. So let's say, let's go over this, what we already know about the scoring. All suits, 3 points. All chow, 1 point. All pung, 3 points. Kong, 1 point. Dragon, 1 point. Your wind, 1 point. And of course, wind of the round, 1 point. So the way I normally play is me and my players agree upon a set amount of money each point, or fawn as it's traditionally called, is worth. So let's say each point equals, let's just say this means $1. Okay, so now each point would equal $1. So let's say I had all suits, all pungs, and a kong. So that would be 7-point game, which equals $7. But here's the real kicker. If I finish the game, and when you finish the game, you get 4 sets in a pair, you have to say Mahjong. If I finish the game by drawing a tile from the discard pile, only the person who discarded that pile has to pay me that 7 fawn. That's $7. However, if I drew the tile from the wall, then everyone at the table has to pay me $7. So that'd be $21 in total. In addition, there are also special hands you can get, such as the 9 gates or 3 great scholars. But those are more situational, and I won't cover those there. You can always just look that up and have that on hand during your Mahjong games. So here's a little cheat sheet of everything I have during Mahjong. You might want to take a screenshot of this. This is the point system. And here is a screenshot of the winds and the Chinese characters. So after this, you should have a basic understanding of how to play Mahjong. And I really hope to see you guys play with me one day. You guys, everyone have a great night, and I'll see you soon.